Greetings from another beautiful day in Guatemala. Today I am taking you on my week-long adventure of exploring Lake Atitlan. There's so many cute spots to see on this lake, so we are going to dive right in. A girl I met in Mexico a month ago decided to join me on this leg of the trip, and I was so happy that she did. We always find a fun adventure together. We started our journey in Panajachel and grabbed some breakfast at this really well-rated cafe called The Little Spoon.
I love.
The Tipico breakfast was delicious and really filling. I highly recommend. After that, we hit the streets to, of course, do some shopping and just walk around the town. I absolutely love how colorful this place is and filled with so many beautiful flowers. All the stores and markets and buildings. As a photographer, I was instantly in love. One of the best ways to learn about a city is to just walk around without a destination in mind, and that's exactly what we did. Stopping for some more coffee along the way, of course. Guatemala has some of the best coffee I have had in my life so far. I am drinking it all day long. I just can't help it. Once we did a full loop of the town, it got a little cloudy, so we decided to go back to our hostel called Dreamboat and see what was going on there. This has definitely been my favorite place to stay on the lake so far. It had great Wi-Fi, comfy beds, great views from the roof, and a cheap bar with all kinds of food. And they take card. Not only that, but the party vibes were immaculate. I felt welcome the second I stepped in the door. The volunteers were so much fun. There was always something going on, like party games or event nights, so much so that I decided to make all of my footage from this place specifically into another vlog, so make sure to look out for that next week. Savannah absolutely dominated at the game chandelier. This certainly got our night started.
Jimmy Cholas. They're not down this mic around there.
Is it really a party hostel if there isn't a tattoo artist nearby? Probably not. Since we were on the lake, Sav opted to get a volcano on her ankle, and honestly, it was the best place to do it. The best tattoos are the ones that bring up a memory. And what better place to do it than in one where you can get fed tequila shots?
It looks so good.
Okay, hi. So these next clips kind of require a little bit of an explanation. I can't just jump into them because they are so random. Probably one of the most random things I've done on this trip so far. So Dreamboat's bar closes at about 10 p.m. So after that, we all went and did some dancing around the town and at the local clubs nearby. But apparently it is a law in Guatemala for all of the clubs and noise to shut down at 1 a.m. So then we got invited to this after party from this cool guy that worked at the hostel and 3 other chill people that we were hanging out with. So we were like, sure, why not? So we snuck through this gate and went into this like little hole in the wall type bar, which was pretty cool and a little quiet and just like filled with like a bunch of locals. And then the guy said that they got us VIP access, and I was like, okay, that's really random, but sure, I'm here for it. So we walk into this room that looks like a grandma's living room with like a dirty bathtub in it, and you know, the rest is history. So here's some clips of that.
What is happening?
Oh my god. Wait, come here.
VIP.
But I don't know why. Without you, it's hard to survive. 'Ccause every time we touch, I get it feel. Every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side.
We stayed there for about an hour or two and just had fun dancing to our own music. I really don't know where we were or how much it cost, so I have no more information besides that. You never really know what you're going to find when you go out to party in Guatemala. But the next day we hopped on a boat and took it across the lake to San Marcos. Blast shopping and drinking coffee and checking out the hippie shops, but only an hour after we got there, it started to rain. Hard. We dipped into the grocery store for a while and Sav helped me get some cash, which was awesome, but we couldn't really attempt any cliff jumping or go up to the Eagle's Nest this time because the weather was just not allowing us. So we hopped from store to store and attempted to get on the last boat, and thankfully we didn't get wet. honestly a beautiful ride, even though the water made it pretty rough. The lake looked so majestic after the storm, like wow. The next day we got up and had some breakfast at our hostel before taking a boat with all of our new friends over to San Pedro. Sav was getting another tattoo here, so while that was going on, everyone else and I decided to check out Los Thermales. It's a cute little spot to sit in some hot thermal baths for an hour and a half, and we only paid about 60 Q each, which is like $8 US. Not bad for those views. Just make sure you tell them about a half hour before you want to go in so they can fill it up for you. After that, we collected Sav and walked around for a bit, and we got some lunch at this beautiful spot, but soon realized they could only cook about 2 plates at a time, so it was a while before we all got fed. Some of us grabbed some snacks at a local market while we waited because we were just so hungry, but at least we had a great view. After that, we got back on the boat and headed back for our last night in Pana with another party, of course.
0.07.
After killing it at karaoke, went to another local bar and tried some interesting and very powerful shots as our way to end the night. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this leg of the adventure, and I will catch y'all on the next one.